Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to whatever time zone you're in. SpacePhase04 here just to let you know and give you all a disclaimer that this video is filled with heavy amounts of strong language and topics that people might not be comfortable talking or hearing about. So viewer discretion is advised. And also to note that any soundtracks, pictures, videos that are not mine do not belong to me or this channel, and they belong to their rightful owners. If I get a copyright strike, so be it. I'll just have to switch a few things around because I do this for the hobby, not for making money. Again, viewer discretion is advised since this video is filled with very strong language and topics that might be uncomfortable to oneself. I was extremely pissed when making this video, so that's why you'll hear the amount of strong language. But anyways, enough of me introducing you guys to the video, and hope you all enjoy, and feel free to discuss your thoughts in the comments. Till then, catch you on the next video. Peace. Also, timestamps are in the description. This is AniPhobia, a somewhat open-world RPG-like game where all you do is go around and shoot anime characters with guns. Characters such as Kazuma from Konosuba, Klee from Genshin, and even some of the Umas from Uma Musume, Special Week, Suzuka, Cafe, just to name a few. Even though killing the anime characters isn't the only objective to the game, well, it might be the main objective, but there's also some little side objectives that you can do. There's some little defense on the areas, trying to nuke the server, which in most situations it would be courteous to say to the server, hey, we're gonna nuke, you might want to find a shelter and hide. Unfortunately for me and my brother, we don't do that. We just surprise people and just let them see if they can survive on their own. Most of the players who play this game 24/7 should know where all of the shelter spots are, and they can find the nearest one to them. Whereas to the unlucky ones who don't know the map pretty well like me, they get so pissed off to the point where they literally tell in the chat to go fuck yourself. To the point where they now put in chat when a nuke is gonna go off. One thing I forgot to mention is that sometimes bosses spawn and drop exclusive items. Darkness drops Juggernaut Vest, which gives you 300 health. Denji drops Puchita, a melee weapon, and many more. But yeah, that's pretty much AniPhobia for you. Multiple objectives, multiple ways to play, multiple ways to anger people, and it's pretty just self-explanatory on what to do. Just survive, level up, and don't die. Surely there is nothing to be worried about when playing this game, right? Other than to just survive and not die. And yes, there are some characters that do have guns, and you gotta watch out for them because they will shoot you. But other than characters with guns and characters that try to kill you, there is one problem, and that's the game moderators. Hello? I'm not even... Due to what I can assume that kids find humorous these days, or just the really fucked up adults, but AniPhobia made a guidebook basically explaining the general rules of the game and what can be worn and what can't be worn avatar-wise. And they even have two different types of bans: temporary bans and game bans, or permabans. They do allow cosplays, but I guess they limit to what you can and can't cosplay as. And now we dive into the forbidden items and clothing that are forbidden from this game and will get you banned. First off, the boob accessories, which I completely understand because I remember these were blowing up in Item Asylum and other games, and people just got really fed up with it to the point they even blacklisted it from their game. I guess, unfortunately for me, if I'm gonna play AniPhobia, I can't wear my Fluorite avatar, I can't wear Super Creek, I can't wear Agori Cap's Final Race outfit. You get the picture. Boxers, diapers, and bypass t-shirts are also banned. Not that I care, because I have no idea what some of those are, and I also don't even have any of them. I'm not saying I don't know what diapers and boxers are. I know they're, different kind of pants and leggings for people of certain ages, but at the same time, I didn't know that they could cause slurs. I guess I'm missing something since I don't normally interact with the internet that long. Pantless tights and very inappropriate displayed usernames, which I see all the time, and I'm surprised Roblox doesn't even do shit about those usernames. Body and bunny suits are also banned. World War II avatars are banned, which is very valid because we all know those were the darkest days of the world. Do I even need to explain why these are banned? That's equivalent as Roblox letting people create games to re-image the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I guess that's what happens when we have a villainous chief of security or some shit like that. Matt, whatever his last name is. Fuck that guy. Body pillows are acceptable, but they can't be in a seductive pose. Or be characters that are minors, like Klee for example. I have no idea why Roblox even allows these as well. Characters from various Roblox games that are 18 plus are also banned, but they do allow a Mori. Boy Kisser being banned, which I have no idea what the hell that even is. Mimi characters being banned. I also have no idea who the hell she is. And then they have the list of reasons why you have a low temporary ban or a high level punishing ban. When I got the high level punishing ban. And if you didn't pay attention to the clip, let me show you again.
Hello?
Yep, I had BlueArchive outfits saved. So as we all know, AniPhobia does not tolerate anything BlueArchive related. Well, as you can see in this picture here, wearing the halo is pretty fine, but wearing the hair and the clothes is not. Now, I know there are some of you who live under a rock and have no idea, hey, Space, what the hell is BlueArchive? For those of you who are interested in gacha games, hey, you might be interested, but honestly, I would not go for it. As long as you know you're fully known to not be weird and freaky and edgy as shit when it comes to games like these. But yeah, what you do in it is you are basically a teacher and you have your students, or in this case, the kids, to go around and do these missions, and basically they just go around and shoot people. Pretty sure it's 4 offensive characters and 2 support characters, whether it be healing, buffs, whatever. That basically just is self-explanatory and kind of basically it on all you do on BlueArchive. I will admit I did play it a couple times in 2024, and honestly it was pretty fun. I liked the stories because, you know, the story modes had a lot of plot twists that really caught me off guard, kind of like what Danganronpa V3 did. What got me to stop playing it was the constant yapping from my friends saying, hey, drop this game, and they won't stop annoying me until I do so. Plus, with the controversies I learned about it, I just had to drop it. I mean, they even made an animation about it, which I'm pretty surprised that they did, and I'm pretty sure it's got some mixed reviews. Not that I've seen it myself, but you can clearly see AniPhobia's point of view on why they don't allow it. You can see Nanami here. She's got melons for such a young age. And what also is very concerning when playing BlueArchive is when you do the little character interactions, like face-to-face, and then you can get a little loading or lobby screen for your main lobby, and some of them are very questionable, like Party Co, for example. And no, I will not display what it looks like. Unless you want to poison your eyes, go ahead and search it up. And I can also understand AniPhobia's point of view on why they blacklist BlueArchive is because some of the characters are not even teenagers. For example, you got the Gamer Twins, and yes, I'm talking about the pink racist one. Shun also falls into that category. There's even one that's like dressed up as a general. I forgot what her name was, but she is extremely small to the point where her arms can't even fit through the whole entire jacket. Some characters don't even have melons, even when they're at the age of a teenager. However, there are certain characters that they are at the age of a teenager and their melons are oversized. And I'm talking about you, Emmy. But as we all know, BlueArchive is not the topic on why this video was made. No, this video is about my thoughts on the ban. What I thought about it when it happened, what I thought after it happened, what I thought when I got appealed and my appeal actually went through and was successful, the progress of trying to get the appeal done, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and I'll tell you what exactly I felt when the moment happened. So we all know I got banned for having BlueArchive outfits saved in my inventory. Not wearing them, saved. Though as to hate being banned, I will give kudos to the AniPhobia team for actually doing their job when they see a flaw. Same with the Carnage people. If people are metagaming, they actually take action. Unlike the Item Asylum people, who when a report comes in when people are WSing, which is literally them moving forward and backwards on your dead body, basically having sex with a dead body, when the report comes in for that, they don't do jack shit. I remember I put in a ticket for that and they didn't do it. They just closed it. All because the file I put in was not from my POV. It was from my brother's POV. Only then do they want to do something when something racist happens. Like, I got salty in a game of Juggernaut that I called someone who actually beat me the N-word by typing NIH. Only then will they take action immediately. I guess they won't enforce all the rules, but at least like I said, I'll give kudos to AniPhobia that does enforce their rules. As for my situation for AniPhobia, I was not aware that even having the BlueArchive outfit saved was basically a rule-breaking offense. And I'll be completely honest, I made those outfits 2 years ago and I completely forgot that I had them inside my saved outfits inventory. Yuka, Nanami, Shiroko, and I had to do a punishment for losing a hand-shooken bet, and I had to make swimsuit Emmy, which I was so uncomfortable of doing, but I had to actually create it and wear it for a day. That way I don't break the trust and friendship with my friends that I did it with. It sucked, but, you know, actions have consequences, so they say. When I got banned, I took a look at the guidebook to see if there were any flaws of even having them saved, and that's where I said earlier that I was not aware that even having them saved was a bannable offense. And I thought, okay, no biggie. I'll just have to appeal and see what I have to do so that way I can actually have access to play the game again. Where unlike Item Asylum, I can't appeal anymore because I'm not part of the server, so I can't do an appeal ticket. Plus, I'm pretty sure racism is not even a second chance thing, even though it's been at least a year now since I got perma-banned from Item Asylum. The way they actually do the ban process is pretty concerning, and if you're left unguarded, you could be affected. I still remember when the updates where they would make all your public information and your inventory public, and that was probably the biggest mistake Roblox could ever do, because now it just leaves a bunch of people unguarded. You'll know if you are one of those people if you go to your settings, and then you go to privacy and content restrictions. After that, you select trading and inventory, and you can see if it's visible to everybody. If it is, that's how you know you're left unguarded, and I would probably turn it to either friends only or no one. And unfortunately, before the image of me putting it to friends only, I was left unguarded and it was visible to everybody. So basically, anybody could see all my saved outfits, my owned gear, game passes, and everything else. Which led me to wonder, how the hell did these mods who actually do their stuff seriously compared to other games get a hold of what I own? Because I was wearing Anya's Digital with the 3.5 anniversary outfit for Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. And that the possible choices were that either a moderator was in the same server I was in and probably decided to check what everybody had in their inventory, which I find a huge invasion of privacy, despite having the thing on public, which I was not aware of, and that's how they were able to determine I had BlueArchive outfits. But like I said, I totally forgot that I even made those, and I didn't even wear any of them for like 2 years. Or someone reported me for the outfit I was currently wearing, which I said was Anya's Digital with the 3.5 anniversary Uma summer fits, and probably found anything like that inappropriate. Like, cool, okay, I had BlueArchive. It's a bannable offense. But you dropping the ban on someone without knowing that their stuff was even publicly shown, and using that unawareness to your advantage to just drop the ban hammer unknowingly, I really want to say that that's a bit unprofessional. I mean, I get it. The mods are doing their job. I had something that was definitely a bannable offense. But taking advantage of someone's unawareness is pretty fucked up. That's like challenging a disabled kid to a fist fight. I mean, plus having the outfits saved in your collection is just pretty stupid. Like, I get it. It's BlueArchive. But you can't just judge a person and saying, oh, they're wearing BlueArchive, they're immediately a weird person. You gotta know that there are some people that are not part of the freaky ass section of the community of said anime, said game, etc. Like, how can just saving it and not even wearing it while in the game make somebody so butthurt? So what did I have to do to make the appeal work and gain access to the game again? Well, pretty simple. I had to delete the classic clothing that was related to BlueArchive. I can't refund the hair, I can't refund the halo, I can't refund the face, but you can delete the classic clothing but not get a refund. And let me just say, the process of doing it was not fun at all. I had to have 3 to 4 tabs so I could just keep going back and forth and delete every single classic clothes and classic shirts, classic pants, classic anything related to BlueArchive. And well, that shit took me at least an hour, because it was on a Friday night by the time I got that ban, and I didn't go to bed till 3. I was extremely pissed to the point where I am actually going to show you guys that I was a complete jackass to the moderators. Deadass though, how can someone be so butthurt to just having an outfit saved? There's a real difference between having the outfit saved and the harm of actually wearing it. There's no harm in having an outfit saved. Maybe the person could just like the character or like the series. For me, I have 50 plus Uma Musume characters in my avatar list. The reason I like Uma Musume is because the cool thing about it is that the anime is actually based off the real life events of each horse. Tokai Teo breaking his leg 3 times and still managing to win the race he comes back in. You get the idea. Plus some of the Umas are actually enemies in this game, but at the same time it just frustrates me that the way they handle things is a bit fucked up. Because literally, I do not see any harm of just having a character saved in your avatars list. God forbid I get banned for having Mikan Sumiki in my list. You know what else this sad little ban reminds me of? Reminds me of all those times of people on the internet when Pragmata first came out. They said, oh, it's a dad simulator. This game is pretty wholesome. And then there's that whole curse side saying, oh, you played this game? You're a fucking pedophile. And deadass, that's how I felt when I got the ban for just having BlueArchive avatars in my list. Like I said, I wasn't even wearing them. I was just having them just sitting there collecting dust in my inventory list. But at the same time, I have to acknowledge that I was unknowingly breaking the rules. Even if I wasn't wearing an avatar based off BlueArchive, I still had to acknowledge the fact that I was still breaking the rules by having a few of them saved in my inventory list. Like, yes, a line must be drawn to know what is and what isn't safe for a game. We're trying to make sure that all the minds of the kids are kept clear and clean from all the poisoning that's out there. I don't know though. Basically, if you want to make a BlueArchive avatar, but you can't because what if maybe you don't want to play AniPhobia for quite a while, then you make the outfit, you're playing something else, and then the mods see your character because they can just search your username and then see what avatar you have displayed as of right now. What if you have it where you have the hair, the face, and the halo, but you have it on completely different clothing? Like clothing you already had, but it's not BlueArchive related whatsoever and has no boob outline whatsoever. At least for the characters I owned, minus Swimsuit Emmy, which I deleted the next day. Classic clothes didn't even have any boob outlines or anything. I mean, you could even just get banned for just wearing the hair, but not even the face accessory or the halo. It's really ridiculous and it's just stupid because it's basically just gatekeeping you from creating the avatars you want to create. Like, you basically have to drop AniPhobia if you want to play as a character that has a BlueArchive character hair but not any of the other clothes and accessory. So that way you don't have to be gatekept on when to and when to not play AniPhobia. I can't believe I didn't see this in my gameplay, but hold on. Who is this? Does anybody know who that is? If you guessed Yumiko, you're right. What if the poor kids who have no idea what this character does in her anime sees what she does? She basically turns herself on when high-stake plays are in hand. What? The only BlueArchive character that I can think of that's close to that is Tsurugi. Except she's more of a bloodlust. My point here is what I'm trying to say is that this game should not be jeopardized by BlueArchive. The characters that are in this game, like Kasuma from Konosuba, who we all know is a perv, same with Darkness, one of the bosses in this game who's also kind of similar but more on the lustful side. Sakuta is also an enemy in this game. Oh wait, what's that anime called? Yeah, Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. See, what makes this situation so funny to me is, sure, BlueArchive sexualizes the kids, but here in this game, we have characters from certain animes that do weird pervy shit. Kazuma, for example, steals a girl's panties by using the thief skill Steal. Yumiko turns herself on when high stakes are at play. Mai tells Sakata to not go in while she's showering, and Sakata wishes he could. Poor kids just want to look at what anime the girl character you shoot in the AniPhobia game is from. Poor kids is probably going to get a R34 picture and it'll poison their eyes for the rest of their lives. And here's another factor that strikes me a bit odd about the AniPhobia developers and moderators. Some of these characters in this game are actual children, like I gave you an example, Klee from Genshin Impact. There's also those weird animal girls from that one deer anime I don't even know the name of. I'm not a dweeb, so I don't watch all the anime out there. But if we're killing characters that are actually children in their said game or anime, for example, we're killing Alice's daughter from Genshin, we're basically saying, hey, we're okay with child murder. And then until we show you pictures of kids drawn and you get scared like little bitches. Just insert the human resources meme at this point. Now, I know some of you in the comments are basically saying, oh, why is Spaceface defending BlueArchive? No, I am not defending BlueArchive. I'm just listing the flaws on both games, where BlueArchive has a bunch of kids and minors that are heavily sexualized, but at the same time, it's just fiction. So, of course, you know, the normies are going to be like, what fiction? And AniPhobia over here is basically just okay with mass murdering. I get it. That game is also fiction, but I can even say, what fiction? We're basically killing kids and characters that are also in their teenage years. So basically, both games are at fault, and I side with none of them. I can basically say that the moderators of AniPhobia are actually stalking people to see if they have their inventory in public, and then they'll go through and search everything. Basically, kind of like searching without a search warrant. And like I previously said, I still acknowledge the fact that I broke a rule unknowingly, but at the same time, it's really petty and pathetic to be so butthurt to have even an outfit of a blacklisted item saved when in reality it's not doing harm compared to actually wearing it when you're playing said game that has the character blacklisted. God forbid you see someone who normally plays your game 24/7 and they're currently wearing an avatar with just a hair piece of the BlueArchive character, but other clothes and accessories playing a total different game, and you ban them behind their backs. I mean, I wouldn't blame people if they dropped the game for that action because it's not even as popular anymore, yet doesn't even have a 90% like rate, and this game is rated 13 plus when in reality it should be a lot older than that, probably like 15 or 16. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes my list of opinions and thoughts on what happened on this situation. Like, so many things could be said right now, but, you know, I don't want to go too vile because this really pissed me off. God forbid that other games do the same shit like AniPhobia does. Check your inventory behind your back if it's public without being notified. Might be time to change the ways how you do things around here, AniPhobia moderators. And so ends my thoughts and debate on the BlueArchive, AniPhobia, and my surprise ban situation, which I still strongly say that it could have been handled much better than how it was handled. Because I'm pretty sure now we all know that BlueArchive and AniPhobia both have wrongs, errors, and flaws in their games in their separate ways. BlueArchive having too many sexualized content. Funny enough, they do have a 12 and under version of the game, which is pretty surprising and definitely a first that I've seen in many games. And AniPhobia having mass murder in their game, and of course, you know, having Klee and other kid characters in the game, basically kind of equivalent to promoting child murder. I want to know what your guys' thoughts on this situation was. Was this ban justified or unjustified? Do you guys think that it's stupid to be banned over an outfit that you're not even gonna wear, or probably forgot that you had in your avatar list and get banned for it? Do you agree or disagree that it felt like an invasion of privacy to look at other people's avatars, clothes, gears, and everything with your target not knowing that you're looking at their stuff? If you're not comfortable with everybody seeing what you have, in case in situations like this happen, go back to the 1045 timestamp and there's the directions on how to set your stuff where only your friends or nobody can see what you have. But anyways, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did get a little understanding of why I was mad and pissed on this situation and why I think the moderators could have definitely handled it better, other than just to give a surprise ban for something that I didn't even wear for at least a year and a half. And I will say one last time, I do acknowledge that I unknowingly broke the rule. But I just think it's really ridiculous to just gatekeep people from making the avatars they want to create. Maybe they want to make a special avatar that has to have something BlueArchive-wise. Maybe the halo, maybe the hair. Perhaps maybe we should blacklist more of the furry options because those are starting to get out of hand, especially with the recent clothing and new stuff that I've been seeing being posted in the marketplace recently. Shit, maybe we can add to the rulebook that we can ban people who have avatars from 18 plus animes like Goblin Slayer. God forbid that they start blacklisting like almost every single character from every single anime, little kid show, TV show, movie, etc. God forbid they start banning Cocomelon accessories. But anyways, this is SpaceFace04, finally ending this video, hoping you viewers have a good day, good afternoon, good night, whatever time zone you live in. Catch you all in the next video. Peace. God forbid I get banned from the game for making this video explaining my opinion on the situation. If I get banned for that, there's gonna be some major problems.